Good evening. We welcome you back to Baton Rouge in the first round of the women's NCAA Tournament here in the Baton Rouge Regional as LSU wins 103-48 over San Diego State. LSU sets a program record for points in an NCAA Tournament game. Joining me to my immediate left is head coach Kim Mulkey. In the middle, we have who's in the middle there? Yeah, Flaugier Johnson's in the middle. Flaugier had 22 points, 2 rebounds, 2 assists, 4 steals, and 2 blocks in tonight's game. And to the far left, Anissa Morrow, who had 12 points, 12 rebounds, and 3 assists in the win. We will start by asking questions to the players and players only, please. When if you have a question, please raise your hand. Introduce yourself, your affiliation, and who your question is directed to the players. If you are joining us via Zoom, please hit your raise hand icon and we will come to you, and then we'll get comments and questions from head coach Kim Mulkey. So with that, we open up the floor with questions to the players, please, right here in the front.
Yeah, Ron Higgins, Freeport Bossier Journal. This is for Flaugier. It just seemed like from the very start you were just flying around out there. The energy was obvious that you had, kind of pent-up energy. Can you talk about just your start?
Yeah, I told myself when I came back that I want to be the energy for the team. I feel like when you don't get a chance to play basketball, like, you know what I'm saying, it really changed your perspective on, like, coming out and giving everything you got. So that was kind of that, just trying to bring the energy for the team because I know that's what we need.
Up here, my front left.
Hey, Flaugier and Anissa, what did you ladies think about y'all's?
Can you identify yourself?
I'm Blake Spadar from Blake's Take and W Swish. What did you ladies think about y'all's offensive execution throughout the game?
I feel like it was good. There was a lot of plays and set plays that we called that we executed tonight, so I feel like we did a good job.
I felt like we moved the ball very well, like just like how we do in practice. And then, like, you just seen how easy it was for us to score when we were moving the ball. We made the extra pass. We made the pass to the post. They dug in. They kicked out. So I feel like we always made the right plays, and I think that it helped us get in our flow. It helped everybody, and it balanced the floor. So I felt like this is what we've been practicing on, though. So I feel like we came out and we executed, even the quick hitters.
Andrew Greenstein, Louisiana Radio Network. Flaugier, this is your first action in a few weeks. You were recovering from a shin injury, and of course you had the week-long layoff between the SEC tournament and this first-round game. I guess it looked like it was very easy for you to just pick up right where you left off out there.
Nah, it wasn't easy, but it was fun. Like, you know, the crowd is 9,000 people. I didn't think it was gonna be that many people for a 9 o'clock game. You know what I'm saying? It's almost 12. And so, you know, our fans, like, they just do it for me. Our students came out. Shout out to our students. But, yeah, no, it wasn't easy, but I've been on that bike. Oh, that bike is real. That bike and Thomas is real. So just keeping my wind up. I felt like I was trying to, like, push through some spurts because I know, you know, that's how you get in game shape. And, like, I feel like you can't get in basketball shape without playing in games. So, you know, this was just a good first outing for me. I was excited.
In the back with Michael, please.
Michael Cobble, WBRZ TV in Baton Rouge. For Flaugier and Anissa, if you would, but specifically, you said you're going to need all 8, right? The bench, you got like 45 points from the bench tonight.
Yeah.
I know they got a lot of minutes, but everybody that almost played scored, right? And
yeah.
That's probably exactly what you wanted. Could you speak to their contributions?
I mean, Coach Mulkey challenged them. They said, I think that team was 13th in the country in bench production. And so she challenged them today at shoot-around. Like, is their bench going to be better than ours? And I think they took that personal. We've seen Lily come out and get up and down that floor and get rebounds and get and ones and do her thing. So I feel like everybody is coming into their own. Cheyenne, I think she played a great game. She hit shots when she was supposed to hit them. Transition, pushed the ball. But I think Poa was really good for us today, just pushing the pace. Every time we got a rebound, we were running up the floor. We were running our control break. So I think everybody kind of did a lot of good things. KG, she didn't hit a lot of shots, but her defense was immaculate, and she made the right plays, and shots are going to fall. So I feel like everybody on the bench contributed, and I'm really excited for them. Like, they got what it takes.
Right back there in the back.
Kennedy Banks, Tiger TV. A big standout for you guys these last couple of games has been Miracle Shepherd. Can you kind of talk about the physicality that she plays with and the energy that she brings off of the bench to this team?
Yeah, I love Miracle. Her work ethic is through the roof. She come in practice and work hard every day. And if that's one person that I know that I could depend on every day to show up and be a defensive stopper and get those rebounds, is Miracle. So it's just what she do in practice. I feel like her practices are tougher than the games. So honestly, she just cruising out there.
Yeah, she played great. She went 4 for 4, made some defensive stops. The last defensive play, talking to Jada, getting that switch, making that switch and getting 30 seconds. So Miracle is our unsung hero a lot of times.
Bria Andrews, WBRZ. Do you guys really like the production, just the complete game of it all from you guys and the bench and just the game as a whole, your performance as you go further into the tournament?
Absolutely, because it's hard to stop like 3 people that's really good at what they do. But then people come out the benches another wave. It's like, oh my gosh, when does it stop? And that's what it kind of felt like tonight. It wasn't a drop off. Like when we came off the court, kept going, kept getting stops, and that's what you need for a championship team. And those are our aspirations. So I hope that they see that this isn't. We're gonna play Florida State Monday, and this was just preparation for that. So continue to keep that confidence. That's the biggest thing.
Any other questions for the players? We're clean online. Anybody else? One more up here, right in the middle.
Hello, Tatum Esparza, USA Today. Flage and Anissa, can you guys just speak to what it means to set a program history, program record for the first time in the first round, and what that means going forward for the rest of your momentum into the tournament, as well as you coming off your injury and this being the first game you've played in 3 games?
Yeah, I want to say kind of for me, it was a confidence thing, just being back on the floor, kind of being a little bit in your head, but also setting the record is something nobody can ever take away from you. And that's something that is very powerful, and being able to come together as a team and accomplish that is big. I know that it was more than they scored in the national championship, so it's a momentum builder for March. So, yeah.
Sorry, media guy. I ain't gonna lie, I was nervous today. I was like talking to Coach Bob. I'm like, I was looking good in practice, right? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I was, you know what I'm saying? Like, I was like, I'm straight, you think? So I was nervous, I ain't gonna lie. I'm always nervous before games, but this time I was just like, I don't wanna be the odd man out. But as far as the record goes, I think it's cool, but it's like, we did that record against Caitlin Clark. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, when we get tougher competition, like, it's going to feel a lot better to do things like that. But for this team right here and the momentum that we're building, it's big for us. It's big for the people that haven't been to, like, the Elite Eight and the championship game. So for me, my mind is always like, you know what I'm saying? But I feel like for all our players that never got to experience this, Lily getting to slap the LSU on the board, we set a record, like, it's beautiful, and it's a dope part of the game to be able to make history, especially for LSU.
One more question in the back for the players. Go ahead, Michael.
Yeah, what's with the kisses? Both of y'all were blowing kisses tonight.
Oh, I've been blowing kisses to the student section, and my boyfriend was there, so I just to the student section, because they always come out and they turn up. Who you be blowing kisses to?
No comment.
All right, with that, Flage and Anissa, thank you very much. Congratulations. We will see you all on Monday. Once again, Monday night, 5 o'clock Central tip against Florida State here at the Maravich Assembly Center. You all are good to go. Enjoy your night. Congratulations.
Right,
thank you again for joining us.
Thank you.
All right, I'm going to take questions now for head coach Kim Mulkey. Again, with so many new faces, please introduce yourself, your affiliation. Again, if you're joining us online, please hit the raise hand toggle. We'll come to you. And with that, we'll start in the back, and we'll have questions for Coach. Right behind you. Right there.
Chessa Boucher with NBC 33 here in Baton Rouge. Coach Mulkey, as you get ready to go on this tournament run, how big of a confidence boost to see your team play such a complete and unselfish game tonight?
I think your word unselfish is pretty spot on. And I said that to them in the timeout. We had a lot of ball reversal. We shared the ball. We also have a talented team in that they don't have to share the ball sometimes. They can just take you off the dribble. And we did some of that in spurts tonight, but I thought that everybody was excited. Everybody was excited for each other. And when everybody gets to play and contribute, they all go home feeling good. And the crowd was good. That's a lot. Is it almost midnight?
Yes, ma'am.
Was it who? Midnight Cinderella, wasn't it? Who? Pumpkin. What was that? And then they tell me we play at 5 o'clock Monday. They not doing us any favors. They don't think we work down here. Yeah, Chessa, you must have played a little basketball in your day. We were very unselfish tonight.
Coach Bree Andrews, WBRZ, just what did you see from Anissa and Flau'jae in their first game since they've been out with injury?
I think Nisa got a little frustrated, 4 for 11 from the field, and I said, those are great moves down there. She was spinning down on the block and trying to go with her left hand, and they'd rim in and out, just keep shooting it. We ran a couple quick hitters for her to go. I needed to get Michaela some more quick hitters, but Michaela is the best passer we have, so she probably turned down a lot of shots tonight. As far as their conditioning, I didn't notice fatigue, really, but I was moving players in and out, so I never left them in there for long periods of time.
Up here in the front.
Two questions. First, Kim, you started your most experienced starting lineup for an NCAA tournament. I mean, all these people had a ton of tournament experience. How much difference did that make in the beginning? And also, 5 starters with 25 minutes or less, 5 bench players with 10 minutes or more. You couldn't have worked that out better.
Well, exactly. I'm watching a lot of these first-round games where their main players are having to play extended minutes just to win a game, and fortunately for us tonight, we didn't have to do that. Poa was very valuable and didn't score. I don't even know if she attempted a shot. But she was our quarterback. She managed the game. She pushed it up the floor. She did what we asked her to do defensively. And then Shy comes in to relieve her and had one of her better offensive games. But more important than that is they didn't turn the ball over. They executed what we needed them to execute. And I was proud of both of them. And Jada came in as well. And Jada played some off guard and points. Jada's going to look for her shot now. As soon as she gets in the game, it's a bucket. It's going up.
Right here, Coach. Kevin Baptiste, WAFB TV here in Baton Rouge. Y'all got San Diego State to shoot well above their season average on threes, and they only got to the line 15 times. Just how well did you like the discipline defensively?
Yes, but they also missed some open looks, and we talked to them about that at halftime. Those guys, maybe we rushed their shots some, but they missed some wide open looks. I thought that to change the subject a little bit, we missed 11 free throws. 11 free throws. And then if you look at the number of layups we missed 15. So we were not what I would call just smooth out there, even though we scored a lot of points and a lot of people did some good things. You make your free throws and make half of those layups, it would have been a big margin difference in the score. But I just thought that we were very active. We didn't let them in the paint much. So good night for everybody.
Brett, right here, second middle row.
Brett Martell with AP. So what significance do you attach to the point total and the victory margin, or could you put that in context?
Not really. Didn't really know till about maybe a minute and something to go. I think Coach G said something that if we score another bucket here, we break some record. So I was like, okay, well, we got to shoot it. But I did get disturbed when KG was going in to score and they fouled her. And she got the 2 free throws to break the record. We don't do that. If it's 30 seconds or less on the clock, you hold that ball right there.
Right here in the front.
Hey, this is Blake Spadaro from Blake Steak and W Swish. What did you think of Anissa's defensive effort tonight, and what do you want the team to improve on going into Monday's game?
Well, Nice moves. Nice can get her hands on a lot of balls, particularly if we are kind of not trapping, but we let her, when they come off on ball screens, we'll let her get up there and get after it. But she did fine. I think Nice just is hard on herself right now because she missed some shots that she doesn't normally miss. What do we need to improve on? Well, I'm going to always say defense. Make your free throws. We're getting ready to play a very talented Florida State team, a leading scorer in the country. We got our hands full. They're so they have so much length, and they alter shots, and they're athletic, and they just get over screens, and they run. It's going to be quite a challenge for us, and I hope we're a challenge for them. You're welcome.
Any other questions for Coach? Over here. One more right here in the middle.
Hey, Coach. Toy Lloyd from The Advocate. You mentioned Cheyenne about how she was a floor general off the bench. She also made 3 3-pointers. I guess how important can her perimeter shooting be down the line?
Well, she was confident tonight. When you make that first one, it makes you a little bit more confident. And as I tell the point guards, you've got elite wing players. All you got to do is get them the ball and make them look good, and guess what? They'll get it back to you. And I thought by sharing the ball and having a lot of ball reversals, she looked for her shot. Poa really didn't have as many looks as Cheyenne did. But, yeah, it makes us better if you can score those. But I thought she pushed it up the floor as good as I've seen her push it up the floor. But the most important thing of all is turnovers. How many did the two of them have? I haven't looked at it. Poa had 1 turnover, and Cheyenne had 1. So that's good.
Coach, congratulations. Thanks for your
Thank
time.
you.
You bet. We will see you on Monday. We'll take a quick break here in Baton Rouge. We'll reset, have San Diego State here in just a couple of minutes.